All right, welcome on board. Thank you for being around once again. My name is Mzee Nganda Kisdomu Samadiba. Have come mainly to go through English grammar. As said earlier, I'll be coming for such lessons. I'll be coming for English lessons, legal lessons, coming for sports dissections, politics, and others. So, yesterday mainly we looked at nouns and pronouns, then verbs. Then I said nouns are names of people, names of animals, names of things, and others. Then we moved on to pronouns, and I said that pronouns are words that replace nouns. We saw them like when you hear he, him, and his, that one replaces nouns of man and boy. And when you hear she and her, those are pronouns that replace nouns of girl or woman. Then when you hear it, that is a pronoun that replaces a noun of things like a pen, pencils, animals, and other things. Then we moved on to verbs. Verbs, I told you, verbs are doing what? Then we had to get to know we have helping verbs and we have what we call main verbs. Helping verbs, we saw them in the plural and the singular. In the singular, we have is, we have and we have am. So in the plural, the plural of is am. The plural of am is the plural of is am. Then the plural of was is were. The plural of we is us. So you have to get to know all those. Then we got to know other things like action and non-action verbs. We got to know action verbs like come, go, bring, run. They are called action verbs because we use our body parts to do those actions. Then we have non-action verbs. Non-action verbs, we mainly use the brain. We use the brain to do those actions. For example, believe, think, agree, remember, recall. All those non-action verbs, we use the brains to do them. So today, we are going to look at certain words which we can use within the grammar. We have the words like a do, does, and did. We have do, does, and did. When we are using these words, we have do. Do is used when you're talking about plural. So when I have a sentence, when it has plural, for example, Ahmed and Aisha do their work every day. Ahmed and Aisha do their work every day. So you hear the word do in the middle of the sentence. It means that I'm talking about Ahmed and Aisha. These are two people. They do their work every day. The students do their exercises every evening. The students do their exercises every evening. The students do their homework at home. The students do their homework at home. So I get a noun of a student, I add the s. So I get a plural students. Then I get the students do their homework at home. Women do makeup every time they need. Women do wake up every time they need. Oh, women do makeup. Because I have a plural for women. The plural of woman is women. So we have to replace article A with article E to get women. I think we're on the same page. Then I can use another sentence. Schools do charge high tuition. Schools do charge high tuition. The plural of school is schools. So I add S on school. I get schools. So the plural is schools. Now the sentence is schools do charge high tuition. I think we are on the same page at that point. Then when I go on another word, the word is does. Does is used for singular. Oh, when we're talking about one thing. Plural, we use do. Plural means many things. Does is used on singular things or when I'm talking about one thing. When I get a sentence, for example, Ahmed does his work very late. Ahmed does his work very late. Ahmed is one. So he does his work very late. James does his exercises every evening. James does his exercises every evening. James is one, is singular. The student does his work at night. The student does his work at night. Student is one. My mother does her computer work in the morning. My mother does her computer work in the morning. So, mother is one. That's how we can write sentences using does. How said, does means one. Does is a singular word. Do is a plural word. And when you are using do, you have to deal with very many things. When you are using does, we have to deal with only one thing, only one item. Then we move to did. Did is the past tense of do and does. Did, we use it as a past tense to mean many things or plural or one thing. For example, they did their work yesterday. They did their work yesterday. They stands for plural. They stands for many things. James and Sarah did their exercise yesterday. James and Sarah did their exercise yesterday. James and Sarah, those are two people. So when I want to write a sentence in the past tense of doing their work, they did their work yesterday. Then I have another sentence. Sarah does her work every morning. I mean, Sarah did her work in the morning. Sarah did her work in the morning. Past tense of does is did in this sentence. Past tense of does is did in this sentence. Sarah did her work in the morning. Then I have another sentence. The students did their school practice last month. The students did their school practice last month. So that's how we can use did as a past tense of does and do. Then we move to other words. We will move to using of other words. I have Words like have, that's one. I have another word, has. Then I have had. We are going to use these three words. We are going to use have, has, and had. So, the first way to use these three words, we use these three words. For example, have. We use have when we are talking about a helping verb in a plural. Have is used as a helping verb in a plural. And has is used as a singular verb, meaning one. Is used as a singular helping verb. Has is used as a singular helping verb. I repeat, have have is used as a plural helping verb. Then has is used as a singular helping verb. I told you plural means many things and singular means one. Then had had is used as a past tense of have and has. Had is used as a past tense of has and have. I have sentences. Before I get to sentences, the two words have and has, I can use them to mean that I own something or to show that you own something. I have money. She has money. She has a car. You know, we have money. Okay, let me arrange it like this. Let me start with has. I have, she has money. Aisha has a car. James has a knife. Joshua has brains. My father has a house. So we use has as a singular helping verb. Now we go to have. Have is used as a plural helping verb. These are the sentences. We have to run. We is a plural verb. Ahmed and Mariam have to come to class. Ahmed and Mariam, those are two people. The students have to do exams. The students. Students is a plural. The students have to do exams. Mothers have to look after their children. Mothers have to look after their children. Teachers have to teach students. Teachers have to teach students. The students have to learn. That's how you can use the verb have. And that's how you can use the verb has. The two are helping words or helping verbs. Have is a plural helping verb, and has is a singular helping verb. Then you go to has. You go to had. Had is a past tense of have and has. So I can use them. She had a pen. He had a broom. He had a house. He had a book. He had to come yesterday. He had to go to London in the evening. He had to go to USA last month. It had to rain yesterday. It had to breastfeed. That is how to use had when you are talking about singular. And we're using those helping verbs. Then, using have, they had to come to class. They is a plural verb. They had to come to class. We had to go to the village. We is a plural helping verb. We had to go to the village. You had to call your mom. You is a plural helping verb. You had to call your mom. We had to come to school. So, those are sentences which we can use when you're talking about the past tense of have and has. Then, when you move on, when we are using have, has, and had, we have this formula. We have a noun or pronoun plus has or have or had plus a past participle. That is a second use. The first use, we used it when we are talking about owning something. That's how we can use those words of have, has, and had. The first use is we use them when we are talking about something we own. And the second use, we use them when we are talking about uh, the main verb or when we're using a main verb. So in using a main verb, the formula is noun or pronoun plus have, has, had plus a past participle. I've told you in the first sentences we're using has, have, and had when we are talking about owning something, having something. And in the second example, we are using these verbs has, have, and had when we are talking about using a main verb. In using a main verb, we have to use the noun or pronoun plus have or has or had plus a past participle. Here are the sentences. I had eaten breakfast. I had eaten food. I is a pronoun plus had plus past participle eaten. I get the sentence. I had eaten. I get the sentence. I have eaten breakfast. I repeat. I have eaten breakfast. I have I as a pronoun plus have plus eaten as a past participle. I get a sentence. I have eaten breakfast. However, then she has gone to school. She has gone to school. She is a pronoun of woman or girl plus has as a helping verb for singular plus gone as a past participle. I get she has gone to school. I have another sentence. Ali has taken my pen. Ali has taken my pen. Ali is a noun, is a name of a person. Plus has as a singular helping verb. plus taken as a past participle. We get Ali has taken my pen. Then I have another one. James has walked away. James has walked away. James is a noun, name of a person, plus has as a singular helping verb, plus gone. James has plus walked as a past participle. I get James has walked away. Then I can use another word uh, of have. The students have done their work. The students have done their work. Students is a noun plus have as a plural helping verb plus done as a past participle. The students have done their work. The women have walked a long distance. The women have walked a long distance. Women is a noun plus have as a plural helping verb plus walked as a past participle. Then I go to using had. The students had eaten lunch. The students had eaten lunch. Students is a noun plus had as as a past tense plus eaten as a past participle. The students had eaten lunch. The students had taken lunch. You know, Aisha and James had walked to town. Aisha and James had walked to town. Aisha and James, that is plural of nouns, plus had as a past tense, plus walked as a past participle. So Aisha and James had walked to town. Then, when you move on, I want to look at words, the use of other words. I have another pair of words. I have who and which. Who and which, these are question words used to ask specific information. Who and which are question words used to ask specific questions or for specific information. Which is used to talk about people or subject or choices. Is to talk about people, subject, or choices. And who is used to identify people. Who is used to identify people. So I have sentences for who. Who is your teacher? Who is your teacher? I want to know the name of your teacher. Who is your father? I want to know the name of your father. The name of your father is his identity. Who is your friend? You can tell us, my friend is Aisha. My friend is James. My friend is Ramsey. Who is your father? My father's name is Mr. Juma. My father's name is Mr. Ahmed. My father's name is Mr. James. Who is your mother? My mother is Mrs. Aisha. My mother is Mrs. Mariam. My mother is Mrs. Fatma. So, when you're talking about who is used to identify people, is used to identify people. When you go to which is used to make a choice. You are talking about a choice. You have two things and you have to make a choice. Which one do you want most? For example, which color do you like? Red or blue? Which color do you like? Red or blue? Then you say, I like blue color or I like red color. Then, which type of car do you want? I want Benz. Understand? So, I want a Benz car. You know, which type of car do you like? I like Romeo car. I like Bugatti Veyron. Which football club do you like most? I like Barcelona. I like Real Madrid. I like Arsenal. Which type of cloth do you want? I like a suit. I like a dress. I like a shirt. So we use those words. We use who when we are talking about identity to identify a name. Who is your father? My father is Mr. Ahmed. Who is your mother? My mother is Mrs. Sarah. Who is your teacher? My teacher is Mr. Musa. Who is your friend? My friend is James. You know. Then you go to which is for making a choice. Which color do you like most? I like red. Which type of car do you like most? I like Benz. So we have to know how to use these words. We started by looking at how to use do, does, and did. We use do when we are talking about prolong. No? We use do when we are talking about prolong. They do like chess. They do like football. You know? So we have to know how to use those words. We, she, eh? Does he like to play netball? Does she like to play football? Do you like to eat food? Do you like to go to the park? Did he like to eat food? That's past tense. Using have, has, and had. I told you all these words. Using has is a singular helping verb. Using have is a plural helping verb. So when we use it in the first sentences, we are using them to talk about owning something. He has money. She has a car. She has a pen. He has money. You know, we have a car. We have a home. We have a room. Aisha and Ali have a better marriage. Then, how do you use had as a past tense? They had to go to the village. They had money. We had money. We had a car. That is owning. You can use the same words when you're talking about a main verb or when you're using a main verb. In using a main verb, you use a noun or pronoun plus the helping verbs of have, has, had, plus the past participle. Then we also go on to see how to use words like who and which. We use who to carry out identity and we use which to make choice. Thank you so much for this lesson. We are going to be having very short lessons for easy contemplation, for easy comprehension. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before our fasting, I pray to Allah. He gives us more blessings within our fasting period of Ramadan. And for the Christians, we pray so much to God so that He blesses you throughout the fasting period. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sawa saja kawaka.